Watching your child fade overnight is heartbreaking. When your happy, fun-loving kid seems to be surrounded by a perpetual dark cloud, something might be off in their inner world. Stay tuned to spot the telltale signs of spark disconnection as we explore how to reignite your child's inner light and joy. Hi, I'm Nikki, founder of the Spark Movement. If you're a parent or you work with children and teens, you'll be able to spot the spark a mile off, even if you don't have that name for it. We describe it as the light in children's eyes, their playfulness, their innocence or sense of fun. But what we're actually seeing is their spark in action, that natural connection that happens when body, mind and soul work together. It's so inherent within children that it's often overlooked until suddenly it's not there. The spark is found within us all. It's the creative power and awareness that every child is born with, which produces their natural state of joy, wonder and presence. But all too quickly, children's sparks are being eroded by society's rules, expectations, self-doubt and all the other baggage of 21st century living. In our fast-paced world full of distractions, it's really easy to miss the signs of children disconnecting from their spark. When the light in children's eyes go out, we often dismiss it as a short-term effect of school pressures or teenage angst or hormones or the result of friendship fallout or a dozen other external events. But what if it's something deeper? If it's left unaddressed, children can soon find themselves effectively cut off from their inner world, and often that never is fully recovered, that connection that used to be so natural and inherent. So how do you spot the signs of spark disconnection? Well, chances are, if your child is disconnected from their light within, you've noticed that something's amiss, and even if it's just a flicker of concern deep in your gut, alerting you to a shift in their energy, that's important to recognise. When a child is experiencing a disconnection from their spark, it might look like one of these things. Your child might be less light-hearted than they usually are. They might struggle to communicate with you or avoid giving answers of depth to the questions that you ask. They might seem less interested in activities that require their creative energy. Perhaps they seem unsure of themselves, self-doubting, less confident in their abilities or less trusting of their beliefs. They might avoid voicing their opinion. They might isolate themselves, often choosing to spend long periods alone. And they might be body conscious, uncomfortable in their own skin and sort of hiding themselves, or conversely, on the other hand, not caring for or valuing their body in the way that they used to. Of course, there are lots more signs, and we've actually created a free guide that you can download from our website to learn more. Just go to thesparkmovement.com. Now, we all have days when we feel a little off and our light is not quite as bright, but when your child's natural state becomes one that's a bit of a shadow of their former self, then it's time to take some spark-inspired action. So here's my advice. First up, for you to trust your intuition. If you feel intuitively that something's not quite right with your child, then really trust that. Sit with that knowing and see what arises in you. Is it just the result of something happening in life, like exam pressure or friendship issues? Or is there something deeper going on? Trusting your own intuition also helps to model that as a way of being for our kids as well. It's really important. My next piece of advice is to get present. We have to be present to look beyond physical reality and what our child is doing or saying to discover what's underneath. Listen to them with your heart as well as your ears and notice what's going unsaid as well as said, and then tune into their feelings as well as your own. Making time to be alongside them will also create an opportunity for them to share their feelings with you. And then my next tip is to consider a detox from what I call the spark stealers. Now, spark stealers are all the things that I describe as dimming our inner light rather than igniting it. And these will be different for each of us, but generally speaking, it's things like a lot of social media, violent movies and games, reality TV that focuses on like drama and gossip and that kind of negative stuff, low vibrational junk food, sugary drinks, Obviously, all these things are fine in kind of small doses, but they can affect our overall energy if we indulge too much. So detoxing our energy field is as important as detoxing our diet. And helping your child to become conscious of what effect the TV shows or the video games or the social media scrolling and all the rest of it has on their body, mind and soul. That's so empowering. That's really, really useful knowledge for them to have. So they can ask themselves, does this light up my spark or does it cause it to dim? That is such useful information to grow older with. And finally, my tip to you would be to make your child aware that they actually have a spark. So most of us don't think about our inner worlds at all. We don't make time to build a relationship with ourselves. We're not taught to do that in any way. We don't sit with ourselves, and most of us don't even follow our passions or sense of excitement. The single most important thing we can do is let kids know that they are more than just a body and a mind, that they can tune into their inner world and the greater intelligence of all of life, to recognise who they are beyond this personality and body. And sometimes we all need to be given permission just to connect with our spark again. So I hope that helps. Do check out our website, as I say, and you can click on the free guide. I'll put a link below as well. There's a lot more information and ideas in there to help you spot the signs of spark disconnection and advice to help you reignite that spark within your child. Thanks for listening and helping us to ignite the spark, and I'll see you soon.